Hey guys, welcome to G Outdoors. Today we're going to show you how to gut a deer.
Holy son of a gun, that's a big one.
Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to gut a deer. You need a knife, obviously, if you want to wear some gloves. And if you have somebody there with you, it's even better. We always start by the bum.
So, first thing you do is, I'm gonna try making it visible for you. Yeah, if you could put your hand. So usually, we'll just squeeze that out. You actually could grab the bum hole and you start cutting around it. Okay, so I just don't have a good view on it right now, but you want to cut around the anus, and you go in to make sure that when you're going to pull it out after, that you'll be able to retract it. So you go a full circle around. So then you'll be able to pull it in from the inside, everything from the inside. So we're just finishing that up, and you go all the way in and cut around. See, now it's loose. You should be good. Just a quick turn around. You should be okay. Okay. There we go. You see that's nice and loose. Now step 2, we turn the deer on its belly, on his back, sorry. So I'll go between him just because he's a bit stiff. Now here, our deer have huge winter coats. We usually start on top of the private parts. So you locate where the, right on top. Now I'm experienced, I'm used to, or else you want to be careful. You want to pinch up and go slowly, not to pierce the gut or anything. I've done this a couple times, so trying to just show you guys is hard. So you have to be careful as you start cutting skin. Then you gotta go a bit at a time, one layer at a time. So now when you get close to the stomach, you got to be very, very careful. There's like a thin membrane before the whole sack. I usually grab my fingers, like I'm doing now, to try getting in there. But there's a couple of layers. Let me try ripping out some of this crazy long hair. Okay. When you get down, you're gonna see the inside. Now, you see that membrane? That's right under that. You have the guts under. So you gotta be very, very gentle, because there's like a little layer of meat right before the guts. Just trying to go very gently, and usually you could poke your finger in like I just did. I put both my fingers in the cavity, and you want to be careful with your knife. Push down on the guts. So put your fingers in, down on the guts, and you come up slowly. Just gonna do it very slowly. Gut hooks work actually really well for this type of situation. But when these deer get these winter coats, it seems like the hair is so thick. Fingers down, like always, push down and come up. Come down. Push down with your fingers. Come up. Slowly, slowly. There's no rush. You don't want to pierce the gut. So now I'm literally putting my whole hand and slicing slowly. coming up. Push down the guts. Can't repeat myself enough. And come up. Okay. Now we reach the point where the rib cage starts, and yeah, these big bucks. You'll see the bones are really hard to break. A lot of people use a little saw, bone saw, but the knife will do it. You just gotta be careful for your face and make sure you have a strong knife. Grab a good grip and come up slowly. Use your body weight to draw the knife through the bones. Yeah, this is a older buck. The younger deer just slides through like butter. I'm gonna bring it all the way a bit higher so I could go cut the esophagus. There we go. Up to the main about. That's what we do. Whew, it's actually a lot of work, especially these bigger bucks. Okay. Okay. So now we got it open. Okay. So now you want to put your hand in the chest cavity, go feel for the esophagus. You could put your knife here, don't be scared. There's nothing else you could cut. So you feel down and just cut through. You see the esophagus I just cut? So this you want to pull back. And on the two sides, you're gonna have membranes that hold where the heart is, where everything is. You could either rip it with your hand, like that, or you could use your knife. Just be careful, right behind the guts. And there's this whole layer of meat on both sides that holds, basically it holds all the intestines and everything behind the vitals. So you gotta be, that's why where two people come in hand, I push my hand in the guts, pushing it out, and slowly cut along the rib cage. You don't need to salvage that. So just be careful, like I said. That's should be decent. Now I'll do the opposite side. You see right here this mesh? This is the one I'm talking to you about. You just cut slowly. You can see the bullet hole there. So I'm gonna pull on it to make it easier for me, because just like that, it's hard. So now once you did cut what you think is enough, you go grab the esophagus as close as the spine as possible. So way up here, see up here, you grab your arm with your hand, and we still got, there we go. So you just keep pulling along the spine. If you have a gut shot, you want to try pulling and moving the deer like I just did. Move the guts as fast as possible towards the floor. Here I'm just going with my hand slowly along the spine and pulling. This guy's bleeding a lot, so I'm just going slowly. There's a lot of fat in there. Okay. Oh man, look, he has some corn in him. Just pieces of corn, and that mangled him up in there. Okay. So once again, look, this is that mesh. Just gonna cut it. The bullet traveled through the guts, through the arm and through the guts, but I got it out perfectly, no guts inside, like the intestines. So this is where, when you cut out the bum, you should be able to pull and everything comes out in one shot. So let me Put my hand in there. There we go. The whole bum hole, everything is there. So those guts, just pull them out. Whew. Now we're gonna turn over the deer on his stomach and leave him bleed out. You could also give a check to be sure there's nothing inside. This deer has just chunks of fat everywhere. We take it out. We take out what we could anyways. We don't need to leave that. Well, bullet ricocheted into his tenderloins. I'm gonna lose some of that meat, but it's okay. Okay, so now we managed to turn him around. As you can see, the guts there. We flipped him over. A lot of blood came out. We just tossed him a hair to the left so it drains out. You make sure that the stomach flaps are open. His legs are open as much as possible, so the blood, the most of the blood drains out. You want to leave it for a couple of minutes, trying to take out as much blood as possible. It looks like a murder scene over snow. Kind of is, but it's important. You want quality meat. You got to get rid of the blood and do it without having the guts flying all inside and stuff. It happens, you know. Accidents happen. Gut shot deer, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just take your time. Put always your hand and go slowly. Have a super sharp knife, obviously, and that's pretty much it. Once you're done, after 5 minutes, you leave him. You put a stick inside the cavity of the ribs, so you make sure he's aerating as much as possible. You could recheck the canal from the bum inside if you want to be sure that there's no pee bag and stuff like that stuck and stuff like that. But we saw it here. We're good. This deer is going to be ready to go. Just gotta put back the tag on the ear, and she's done. That's it. That's all, folks.